Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon White. So in the last part, while we did defeat Caitlyn and Marshall, but however, N has indeed defeated Alder, and now he awaits for our challenge against him up in his castle. That just rose out of the ground. Yeah, right underneath the Pokemon League. But then immediately, as soon as we enter the castle, we actually get ourselves ambushed by the 7 sages. But I say 7, but we only see 6 of them. Yeah, I wonder which one of the 7 sages is not here. Gee, I wonder. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, that is the second mistake. Superior men understand what is right. Inferior men understand what will sell. Yeah, those guys do have a lot to say. There are not 2 suns in the sky, nor 2 sovereigns over the people. Oh boy, they getting ready? Well, yeah, well, what? If anything should happen to our king, it would be disastrous. It would ruin Gensis's perfect plan. Yeah, Gensis's perfect plan. Our Lord N will be disappointed, but the 6 of us shall defeat you here. Now, if you think we're gonna be battling all 6 of them, unfortunately, we don't. Can you manage that? Yep, here's Clay. I'm still standing. Are you Ditto? Yeah, I am. You're Dritvel's. Dritvel's gym leader, you mean? Then yes. Ain't just me. Yeah, it is not just him. But every single one of Universe gym leaders is also here. Well, actually, the only ones who are not here are Silent, Chili, and Cress. Yeah, but all of the other gym leaders, including both Iris and Drayden. Yeah, both of them show up. Both of them show up, not just one. But anyways. Ignoring Team Plasma, that would be a terrible thing for us gym leaders, for us gym leaders to do. Bianca asked us to come too. So yeah, not only has Sharon is also going to play a part in all this. But also does Bianca, yeah, as she actually gathered all of these gym leaders to come here. So yeah, Bianca definitely helped us out here. And so for while these gym leaders take care of the sages, we are now going to proceed on through the Team Plasma Castle. Now, immediately you would think, considering that we are in the big headquarters of Team Plasma, yeah, you would think that we're going to get into many battles up against Team Plasma, right? But we actually don't. Yeah, meaning that, now, if you recall, back when we were in the Relic Castle last time, now, we fought against all of those, some members of Team Plasma. That is now, that was actually where, that is actually where the very last time where we actually fight against the regular, where we fight against the grunts of Team Plasma. Yeah, meaning that, yeah, now all that is all left for us to be able to get ourselves to the very room, to the very room where we're gonna be facing off against, and for the final time of this game. Oh yeah, and also now, as we go through the castle, yeah, the Shadow Triades, the Shadow Triades will talk to us about the things that we should know first, before we even think about taking on, before we even take on N. Now, first off, now this Shadow Trade will tell us that if we want to get our Pokemon healed up, yeah, we just have to enter this. Yeah, we just have to enter this room, and you may definitely want to use that just because, yeah, you may want to get your Pokemon fully healed up. And in this very room is actually where we meet two characters that actually grew alongside alongside N. Yeah. Their names are Anthea and Concordia. Yeah, now you see here, Anthea, now if you want to get your Pokemon fully healed up, you just speak to Anthea. Then as for Concordia, she will actually give us some very good information about N. Oh yeah, and also so does Anthea. Oh yeah, and so does Anthea here as well. Yeah, and she says that Anna spent way too much time in the painful times here in this castle. Yeah, I bet. I am Concordia. I give peace and comfort to N. N has been separated from people since he was young. He was brought up with a Pokemon. Yep, he surely was indeed. Pokemon that were betrayed, mistreated, and hurt by people. Gensis deliberately brought only those poor Pokemon closer to N. N was touched by their plight and started pursuing the truth, thinking only of Pokemon. N's heart is pure and innocent. Well, maybe right now, but there is nothing more beautiful and terrifying than innocence. Yeah, I guess you can definitely say that. But anyways, now I guess since we are just gonna go over this castle for quite a bit, now I guess I should say, the music that played during that first part, before we actually entered the castle, and the actual castle itself, I gotta say, both of these music tracks are pretty darn good too. And it's also a darn shame that we only get to hear those pieces of music only during this portion of the game. Yeah, and I'm gonna say this right now. I would highly suggest as well for you to pick up all of the items that you see here as well. Because once we are done with our big battle, yeah, we are not going to be able to get access to this this castle Now for the for the rest of the game. So yeah, make sure you pick up all of the items before you even think about taking on N. Oh yeah, now as you see here. Now if you want to switch around your Pokemon, yeah, they do place a PC here for you to be able to access in order for you to they do place a PC here. So if you want to switch around your Pokemon for any reason whatsoever, yeah, you just go to this room. Haha! Now we can even infiltrate the Pokemon storage system inside every trainer's PC. If our king wills it, we can steal every Pokemon stored in a PC box and release them all. Well, maybe that's what N would want, but obviously not Getsus. But anyways, now for this room. Now, as part of his plan to take Pokemon away from the people, my Lord N entrusted some Pokemon to me. Yeah, but he did. I spent some time with them, and I don't think I want to let them go. And why not? I may not be cut out for Team Plasma. Yeah, now you think of that, considering how long you have been in this castle again. But anyways, over here, we get ourselves a lovely Max Revive. Yeah, which is an item that we'll definitely need in our battle against N. Yeah. But anyways, now for this room. Oh hey, there's like, oh yes, you would watch her. This Pokemon has become attached to me. But as far as I'm concerned, a Pokemon is just a simple tool. Yeah, maybe not to you yet. Oh yeah, and I guess I should also say about Anthea and Concordia as well. Now we do actually see both of them within the Team Plasma, within the Team Plasma arc. Within the Team Plasma arc within the anime, and they were definitely a lot more harsher than N. Yeah, when it came to Pokemon being separate, when it came to people and Pokemon, yeah, especially when it came to people really mistreating mistreating a Pokemon. Yeah, those two were definitely a lot more harsh. Than N when it came to that. Yeah. Yeah, what? That room was the world that was provided to our Lord N. Yeah, that means that this very room was essentially his own his own private room. I don't feel anything, even when I go into the room. But you may feel something. Yeah, for those of you who are not a part of Team Plasma, may feel something because, yep, N's room is essentially like a children's playroom. Yeah, that's because. Well, now as you may have, as it is explained already, before N was taken, before N got himself involved with Team Plasma, yeah, now he was raised by a Pokemon when he was younger. But then after a short while, then he was taken in by Team Plasma. Yeah, and he essentially spent the majority of his time within this very room, surrounded by a whole bunch of kids' toys. Even though when he was growing up, growing up, I'm sure until the day came, for N to become the new king of Team Plasma. So yeah, this is essentially the room where N essentially spent the majority of his time growing up in. Yeah, you could always... Yeah, considering that he never really got to interact with anyone else outside of Team Plasma. Yeah, that's why Gensis was able to do what he wanted to do from N. Yeah, you definitely will see what I mean as we get to that. But anyways, yeah, now considering that we just got the rare candy, yeah, let's see which one of my Pokemon I want to give it to. Now, you would automatically think I'm gonna give it to my you would think I'm gonna give it to my Substrika. Yeah, considering that she still needs to level up to level 48. But, however, though, at this point, I'm no longer gonna be leveling up my Here is the thing. I am not gonna be leveling up my Substrika anymore. Yeah. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, yeah, you may get the feeling of what I am gonna do. Yeah, and for those of you who have seen my Soul Silver playthrough, may recall the exact same thing of when I encountered the legendary of that game. Yeah, I think you get the feeling that of what I'm gonna do. But anyways, now I'm gonna give this rare candy to my Simisage, since he definitely needs it more, considering... Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be utilizing Simisage all that much within our big battle. Well, that much against... in our big battle that much. But we'll definitely see if my Simisage can at least, hang on. Hang on for at least for a good while. For a good while. Yeah. Anyways, now we are done with that room. Alright, now let's see what's going on in this room. Oh yeah, now this guy. Oh yeah, now he actually talks about not only Team Rocket, but also Team Galactic as well. Yeah, and he says that their plans failed is because that they drew way too much because both of them drew way too much attention to themselves. But aren't you doing the same thing, Team Plasma? Considering that you constantly give out, your big speeches, speeches to everyone in town, speeches to everybody and whatnot. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think one of these members of Team Plasma. Now, if you actually want to go back to the Pokemon Center within the Pokemon League, then one of these members of Team Plasma will take you back there. No, will take you back there. Yeah, so that you can get yourself even more prepared for your final battle. And then, if you want to go back to the castle again, yeah, you simply just talk to the member of Team Plasma again, in order for you to be able to go back. Now, I forget which member of Team Plasma was it that we can actually go back to, but we're not gonna go over that now, considering that, here he is, here's Getsus. Welcome, holder of the Dark Stone. The castle that appeared as if it were enveloping the Pokemon League. It is a symbol. Yeah, a symbol probably not by you, really. It means the Unova will change. The king of this castle is the strongest trainer in the world. Well, I defeated him four times, before then. He is accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He has defeated the champion. Yep, he surely does. Added to all that, his heart burns with the desire to improve the world. If that's not what makes a hero, what more do you need? But you really don't need a hero, Getsus. You clearly don't. Now that the stage is set, we can seize people's hearts and minds. We can bring into being the world, and no, that Team Plasma desires more easily than you can imagine. We and only we will use Pokemon, and we shall rule the powerless populace. Now, I've been waiting so long for this. I've kept my silence since no one could piece together what I planned. Yeah, only you planned. Now those painful days are at an end. Go onward. Yeah, onward to our dooms, you mean? Discover whether you have what it takes to be a hero. So Getsus is gonna stand aside, at least for now anyway. As we now head into the final room of the castle, which is essentially, of course, the throne room. What I desire is a world for Pokemon and Pokemon alone. I will separate Pokemon from people so Pokemon can regain their original power. Yeah, that's what your goal has been all along. It's time to settle this once and for all. Yep, once and for all indeed. My determination is absolute. I will prove the value of my beliefs, even if it means my Pokemon friends get hurt. Since you've come this far, I believe you are equally determined. Well, I guess you can say we are determined. If that's so, prove it to me. Show me the depth of your determination. Yeah, I think we are determined enough, so let's do this. You came all this way to battle me, but Zekrom is not responding. Not yet, anyway. You haven't yet been recognized as the hero, have you? Again, not yet. From now, how disappointing. Well, are you really disappointed? I actually kind of liked you a little. Yeah, only by a little. Through our many battles, I got the feeling that you might be a trainer who truly cares for Pokemon. Well, we are here, so that obviously that's to be the case, right? But I was kidding. I was kidding myself. The idea of trainers getting to know each other through battles is ridiculous. You have two options: challenge me to a fight you can't win, or leave this place and watch the birth of a new world where Pokemon are free of people. Reshiram, come to me! Yep, as he summons his dragon. As we get into another cutscene, where Reshiram literally breaks through the goddamn wall. Here he is. And yep, utilizing its fire powers, completely evaporates the water. Yep, as long as I was ready. Oh, what was that? The Darkstone. It's trembling inside of the bag. I wonder why that's the case. Your Darkstone is. Yep, it's time. Zekrom is. Yep, it's time, folks. The Darkstone draws in the aura of the surroundings and converts it into a powerful force, which is now being released. Yes, indeed. The Pokemon from the Darkstone has finally awakened. Here's where we finally meet Zekrom! Here's our lovely beast, Zekrom. Reshiram, and Zekrom. Yeah, both of them are here now. There were once one life, one Pokemon, complete opposites, yet the same. Reshiram and Zekrom are Pokemon that appear before the hero they recognize. I see. You really are a hero too. Yeah, I guess we are. I'll tell you what that Pokemon is saying to you. Thanks. I want to battle with you. Try to make me your friend and ally. It really does recognize this, huh? It plans to test you to see if you really are really a pursuer of ideals. I also am curious to see how powerful you are. Yeah, I bet you are. Now catch Zekrom and make it your ally. Indeed, I will. But I will get to that at the beginning of the next part, because trust me, oh boy, I'm gonna need it. So until next part, I'll see you guys next time.